Hi boys and girls and everybody who's tuned in. Here is what's coming up on Kids Church today.
Foolish man built his house upon the sand.
We have Natalie with Granny Puppet and Susan for today's story. So let's see what happens when the rain comes pouring in. Can you guess what today's story is about? Stay up. Then it's off to Christian boot camp, where me and Natalie are in charge of getting 3 different contestants trained up for God.
Get join the camp pressing, boys! Join the camp pressing! Pump it out!
Who will be crowned the winner and who will have to face the forfeit?
And I will not be shaken. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation.
I wanna grow up to be like Jesus, to do what he teaches and share the light. I wanna grow up and go where he leads me, walking the way that I know is right. I wanna grow up to be like Jesus, to do what he teaches and share the light. I wanna grow up and go where he leads me, and walking the way that I know is right. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock, and the rain came tumbling down. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up, but the house on the rock stood firm. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand, and the rain came tumbling down. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up, and the house on the sand fell flat. So build your life on the Lord Jesus Christ. Build your life on the Lord Jesus Christ. So build your life on the Lord Jesus Christ, and the blessings come tumbling down. The prayers go up and the blessings come down. The prayers go up and the blessings come down. The prayers go up and the blessings come down. So build your life on Him. The prayers go up and the blessings come down. The prayers go up and the blessings come down. The prayers go up and the blessings come down. So build your life on Him. Oh yeah.
ARK.
Hello boys and girls and everybody at home. Look who I'm back again with. Hello! good to see you both, Granny and Susan. You're all back together.
Hi, Natalie.
Hello.
Natalie.
Hello, Granny. Well, Susan, I hear a wee rumour about you.
What?
I heard you might be getting a new house.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, my daddy's a builder.
Oh, wow.
And he's building a big house.
Oh, lovely. And is this one of your houses in front of you I see here?
Well, this is what Granny Puppet has built.
Wow, Granny.
Yes.
That looks really good. Well, do you know what, actually? That reminds me a bit of a story, I think.
Does it?
And I think it's found in the Bible. That's right. It's in Matthew chapter 7.
Yes.
Do you know it, Granny? Do you know the story?
I do.
Oh, please tell us.
Will I tell the boys and girls?
Yes.
Well, boys and girls, if you open your Bible in Matthew chapter 7, you'll hear all different sayings that the Lord Jesus said when he was on this earth. And people used to listen to him, and he would tell them wonderful things. And one of them was about a wise man and a foolish man. Oh, yes. A story Jesus told. Yes. And he said to the people, if you listen to my words and trust me and listen and do what I tell you to do, you'll be like a wise man.
Oh, I wouldn't mind that.
Yes, that built a house upon the rock.
Oh.
You see, and when the winds come and the rain beats down heavy, it will stand firm. On the solid rock? Yes. Because the solid rock? Because Jesus is telling them he is like a solid rock you can trust in. Then there's another house, boys and girls.
Oh, another one?
Yes. And it's a foolish man built this one.
Oh, dear.
Hopefully not like my dad.
Hopefully not, Susan.
No. Well, he built his house on the sand because he didn't listen to sound teaching. It's like listening to Jesus or hearing what he's saying in the Bible and not obeying it. The Bible says you're like a foolish man and you build your house on the sand. Then, Susan, Natalie, boys and girls, when the winds blow, the rain comes. Yes, the rain. Yes.
What happened?
The house will fall down. What do you think of that? Can we see this? Yes, yes. It's got an illustration.
Right, so we're going to bring Katie in and she's going to pour the water between the two houses.
Okay, I've been invited in now by Granny and Susan, but
Yes.
I'm going to need you to move over a wee bit. Move on over. Move on. And you too, Susan. Let's see what happens. So we have the solid rock where the house is built, and we'll have the sand where the house is built. So let's see what happens when the rain comes pouring in. Will the houses stay up? So what's happening to the house? Oh no! The house has collapsed! Oh dear! Jesus was right! The man was so foolish that built his house on the sand. So boys and girls, from this story that Jesus told, we see that we all have a choice. You at home who's listening, we have a decision to make. Are we going to be like the wise or the foolish man? Are you going to be like the foolish man who goes his own way, who doesn't accept Jesus into their life, and who tries to make their own decisions, and when tough times happen, like the rain, when tough things come into our life and bad things happen, we have no one to turn to? And it's like the house. The house represents your life. We're all like a house, and what are we building our life on? And if we don't have Jesus there to help us, if we don't have Jesus to come to and his word and following him, we have nothing to stand on. We have nothing firm to help us when tough times happen. But then if we are going to choose to be like the wise man who built his house on the solid foundation, on the solid rock, are you going to be like that? Are you going to be like the wise man, the person who puts their trust in Jesus? So, because Jesus tells us that he will never leave us or forsake us. So even when tough times happen, we will not sink down and get overwhelmed by stuff that might happen, but we have Jesus to go to because he's always with us, even in the bad times, in the hard times, in the tough times. Jesus will be with us and he won't let our life crumble, but he will be with us. So, boys and girls, what are you going to decide to do today? Are you going to go your own way and not really care about Jesus and put him to the side and end up your life is not on solid ground? Or are you going to put your trust in Jesus and hand over your life to him so that you will be on the solid rock of Jesus? So I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to call in Granny, Susan, come on back in, and Natalie.
Wow, wasn't that amazing?
Yes! Wow!
Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Oh, what did you think of that, Susan?
Well, thankfully, my life is on the solid rock.
Yes!
That's right!
Yes.
Yeah.
I've asked Jesus into my heart, and I am following his ways.
Yes!
Jesus is always with me.
Yes, that's right! Because you trusted him!
Yeah.
You're on the solid rock!
Yes.
Like you, Natalie.
Yes, I am as well. I'm on the solid rock, and my faith is stood firm in Jesus, because I have also, like Susan, asked Jesus into my heart to come and save me.
That's right!
Yeah, and he is always with me,
Yes.
just like he was with the man that built his house on the solid rock.
Yes.
Isn't that right, Granny?
Yeah, that's right! Very good! Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed the story and the illustration of the houses on the rock and sand.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you try it this week to do this as well.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
I've got the water pistol, keep them right. Get John G. Campbell, John G. Campbell, pump it out. And welcome to Christian Boot Camp. Today we are on the beach of Rasnaula, where we have 3 Christian contestants.
Yes, they are going to be doing different challenges on the sand where the foolish man built his house. But the question is, are they foolish?
Will the foundations of this sand be wise or foolish? Well, you're going to find out. Let's go meet our contestants. Our first contender today is Naomi Coulter. She's from Brookborough Village, a great Sunday school teacher, and she's thinking this Christian boot camp is awesome. But snap out of it, 10 laps of the beach now. She may look sweet, oh, but she's tough. Watch out, other contestants. Our next contestant goes by the name Raquel. She is actually a cousin of the first contestant, Naomi. And just look at her, she is running into this Christian boot camp, ready to take on the other contestants. Oh, I wouldn't mess with her. Look at those muscles.
Get up! Get up to the beach! Go, go, go! You're slacking! Keep going! Slackers.
I'm ready to win this! Yeah! Our next contestant goes by the name Erin Brown. She is from Florence Court and enjoys throwing pebbles into the water. Oh, look at her, so carefree and happy.
Do you think you're here to have fun, do you? Think you're not fun? Get down to Camp Preston, guys. Down to Camp Preston. Pump it out. Go on. Go on. You suck.
She is not here to play. I'm gonna win this. Mic drop. Components, take your place.
Challenge number 1. Quote today's memory verse. And today's memory verse is found in Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 4.
Natalie, you got that wrong. Boys and girls, it's chapter 32.
And it goes like this. He is the rock. His works are perfect and all his ways are just. A faithful God who does no wrong and upright is he.
I've got the water pistol, keep them right. I've heard the memory verse once. Right, Erin, you're up. Try to quote your memory verse, and I've got the water pistol at the ready.
Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 4. He is the rock. He is...
Run! Keep going!
Not just...
Right, we're moving on now. Go again.
Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 4. He is the rock. All of his ways are perfect, and he is
Just! And he's a faithful God. We'll have to leave it there. Sorry, Erin. You quoted the first bit, but nah.
No.
We'll have to move on to our next contestant. Hopefully you're doing better in the next round.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, next contestant, up.
Tail, up. Come on, quickly.
Come on now.
right.
Quote the memory verse.
Deuteronomy 31 verse 4.
Speak up, my child.
He is a rock, a perfect...
We give her another go. Go again.
Deuteronomy 31 verse 4. He is a work.
He is the
Ah.
I know. Right, one more go.
Right.
Last go, contestant number 2.
He is a rock. His faithful works are just.
Right, contestant number 3, go on.
Come on up. See if they're any better. Let's hope so. Right, contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3, that's the last one. I'll get it.
Right,
This
come
is
on.
our own Sunday school teacher.
Come on, Naomi, come down.
Don't let us down.
Right, the Bible says in Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 4.
Yes.
He is the rock. He is perfect. And in all his ways, he is justice. And I can't remember the rest of it.
She's not too long. But I feel like that was the best one so far.
Yes, it was.
So a round of applause. Try better next time, other contestants. Right, on to round number 2, boys and girls. We have got a game of Jenga, but it's not any normal game of Jenga. Our contestants have 1 minute on the clock, and they're going to try to build the tallest house they can, and they can choose anywhere to build it. So let's see, 1 minute on the clock, who is going to win?
Right, get ready, set, build.
I can do it! I am going to win this! Hey! I am going to win this! Come on, keep going! Naomi Coulter, what type of tactic have you got here? Oh, she's oh dear, you're stumbling! Oh, that's a nice tactic you've got going on. Contestant number 3! No! How much longer we got left?
I think you only got another 30 seconds.
30 seconds!
30 seconds on the
Come on, contestants!
I don't know if this is going well. Come on. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a clear winner. No. Contestant number 3, what do you have to say?
I'm ashamed of myself.
You're like the foolish man who built his house on the sand. Feel, but listen, well done.
My moment.
well done anyway.
Well done anyway. Contestant number 3. Captain Natalie.
Yes.
can you please investigate the 2 houses that were built?
Yes, we've got contestant number 3. Looks pretty good, pretty sturdy around the edges. Looks like it would probably stay up.
Yes.
But
Is it tall?
I don't think it's the tallest.
Oh.
Move over here.
Oh, look at
This
this.
contestant. Look at this.
Contestant number 2.
Look at the structure and the height. No, I think that's a winner.
And contestant number 3.
I think she's had enough.
Yeah, no word for contestant number 3. Right, let's see who our winner is.
So we've calculated it up, and Raquel is now not in the final. She has won and had the tallest tower. So we've got 2 contestants now.
Who are in for the forfeit.
Yes, but we're going to do a typical game of rock, paper, scissors. So let's see who wins.
Final 2 contestants. This is who is getting the forfeit. He is ready. Put yourselves in. Contestant number 3. Run into the sea now. Contestant number 3. Right, are you ready for your first shot? Oh, it didn't really work. Last shot! Oh, it didn't go. He's the ball up.
Well, boys and girls, that's all for Christian Boot Camp today. Well done to the clear winner, Raquel. Wow, that house, you were like the wise man building his house on the rock. Remember next time, Naomi, don't build your house on sand.
Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus.